Hi everyone. Welcome back to the Potsmoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Potsmoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Hebrew Torah, but being that I was raised Christian, I used the King James Version of the Christian Bible to put together the prophecy of Israel from the scattered text of the various prophets of the Old Testament. It became the Book of Zion, which gave me instructions that I was uniquely qualified to follow, so I did. I performed every act of prophecy required of me, up to and including the publication of peace on social media and YouTube free of charge, because I'm not allowed to use money. So, in order to publish peace and finalize my last act of prophecy, I have been reading to you from the Potsmoker's Bible and the Book of Zion. I'm on the 24th chapter of the Potsmoker's Bible, which contains the 21st chapter of the Book of Zion. So I'm going to take up where I left off last time. The people will not only come for commerce, but they will bring gifts to build the spaceport and the House of the Gray. The creation of the nation of Zion will be a vast endeavor that will involve the entire society. All nations will contribute, making the new world capital a glorious city to behold. I say world capital because it will be where space meets Earth. Brings us to our next set of passages, which is Isaiah 60:14 to 20, which becomes Zion 21:26 to 32. The sons of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, the joy of many generations. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breasts of kings. And thou shalt know that I, the Lord, am thy Saviour, and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stone iron. And I will also make thy offices, and thine exactors righteousness. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy boundaries. But thou shalt call thy walls salvation, and thy gates praise. The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee. But the Lord shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy God thy glory. The sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself. For the Lord shall be thine everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. The first part of this passage, the sons of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. The establishment of the nation of Zion by the ruling intergalactic body will give a form of credibility that will reverse the fortunes of my people and of myself. The Greys' arrival and the new possibilities they bring will propel the city of Zion to a preeminent place in the world. All people will bend over backwards to be given the chance to be a part of this new space-based social order. So for a time, even our enemies will be drawn to the promise of intergalactic commerce and off-world interactions. All nations will seek allegiance with the 12 species off-world. So for a few years, we all will enjoy a newfound peace. as all humanity adjusts to the advent of first contact. The next part of the passage says, Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, the joy of many generations. The reversal of our fortunes is going to be spectacular. Today, no man or woman would ever imagine that they will soon look to us, the drug addicts, for anything, let alone for a new form of life involving alien races from across the galaxies. But soon, that is exactly what's going to be happening. The drug users are a unique people who have much to contribute to society. Right now, that doesn't seem possible, but events will change the world's view of drug users. Our unique abilities will make us as important to society in the future as we are seen as detrimental to it today. Our innate joy of life, our ability to use spiritual energies to heal, our telepathic language, and empathic means of understanding puts us in a position of great authority with the power to back it up, making us the most important part of the new society. The difference between the way we are treated now and how we will be treated will be based on our own innate power. We let ourselves be treated by society as we are. As long as we, the abused, quietly allow the abuse, it will continue. But the moment we stand up for ourselves and our way of life, everything will change because we will have changed first. We have to be willing to believe in ourselves. We have to stand up for ourselves. No one else can free us. We have to do it ourselves. And when we do that, everything will change because we will change it. We need to show the world our true colors. We need to be in public what we are in private. Good, honest, fun loving people who care a lot about everything. When we stand up for ourselves, we will change our lives and everyone else's for the better. Our society is based on hate. The entire United Nations was built as a means to prevent that hate from creating endless wars. Religions foster hatred, each claiming divinity, condemning each other. Each ethnic group is seen by others as evil, criminal, or immoral. Hate, hate, hate. This society doesn't encourage peace. It divides us by nation, religion, color, and identity, all of which leads to hatred of each other, mistrust, misunderstanding. But my people, philosophically, is one of joy and unity. For us, there is but one earth, one people, human, one God, the great, one truth, ascension, and one reason for life, joy. For that reason, joy, the people of Zion will be long lived. We will be known far and wide as a delightful people, the joy of many generations, a people that will never die. We have a beautiful future ahead of us because despite everything this society has done to us, we still live for the sheer joy of being alive. That's what the party's all about. The next part of the passage says, Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings. And thou shalt know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior, and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. This verse illustrates the lengths to which the nations and their leaders will go through to curry the favor of the gray. Because of the alien endorsement of myself and my people, the world's powerful will have to win the approval of my nation in order to secure the right to intergalactic trade. The entire world will be at our door, begging for any show of favor that we may choose to give. Our redemption is the telepathic truth of who we are. The Grey have a plan for us to make us into a new multidimensional people, capable of advancing the human race as a whole into a very excellent race of beings that is righteous, having already earned our redemption. Our future as a nation and as the future of humanity as a whole will come about as a direct result of an alien intervention, an intervention that was asked for by those being abused. The gray may have been the source of our creation, but we are responsible for our own future. In order for the gray to take their rightful place as our parent race, we as a race must first figure out that God is in fact God. Only by understanding the true nature of the gray can we humans relate to them in a familial way. God is the father race. Neanderthal is the mother race. To understand the gray, we must understand our true relationship to them. Now that we know who we came from, we can begin to explore our unique place in this universe. We are Zion, daughters of Abraham and Sarah, not sons and daughters. Okay, daughters of Abraham and Sarah. We are Jacob, sons of Abraham and Sarah, sisters and brothers to both Israel and Ishmael, the entire family of Abraham. Okay, so I must add one more member to this family, and that is the sons of Sheba and Solomon in Africa. There is a genetic link to Israel. So we have yet one more branch to add to our family tree. The black Jews of Africa are just as much a part of the family of Ishmael as to be true to the bloodline of Abraham. All genetic kin should be given due honor by the family. These African Shebians kin have more right than I do to be acknowledged as brothers. So the Michaelian line of Solomon is a rightful heir to Abraham also. And don't forget the Christian element, which is part of Zion. So the bloodline of Abraham are three: Ishmael, Israel, and Menelik. These three brothers of Jewish blood have blood ties that should be acknowledged. All three bloodlines are valid. No brother is better than the other. Let the blood bind you. Don't let it continue to be the source of a feud. If the three branches of the family of Abraham were to unite, what a thought! They would be an unstoppable force. The Middle East would be a center for peace. Africa would be a powerful ally. World power would shift. China would have a source of competition in world populations, or world politics. Then add to that trifecta of power the new nation of Zion, with the backing of the Grey Council. The combined family of Abraham and Zion would be an unstoppable world power that no nation or combination of nations could defeat. Jacob would then be mighty indeed, its power stemming from off-world authority. The next part is going to have to come next time. So may the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm. May they teach you right from wrong, and may you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it. Make that your guild choice when we get to camp. If you use drugs, stay happy and high. You have every right and reason to. Believe me, I know. I wrote the books. My name is Zion. I love you way too much to say goodbye, so I'm going to say later now.